What's going on, my Jack brother? Coach Scott here. There's no doubt about it, losing fat is hard work. It requires consistency, discipline, and at times sacrifices. But it is so worth it. How I feel today is night and day compared to how I felt 11 years ago when I was carrying around an extra 50 pounds of fat and struggling to lose that 50 pounds of fat. I felt full, bloated, uncomfortable all the time. Oftentimes I'd go to bed with acid reflux, which would interrupt my sleep. My digestive system was a mess. Whenever I'd bend down to tie my shoes or lace up my skates, I'd find myself winded. When I was at the beach or around the pool, I'd keep my tank top on. I was embarrassed and just uncomfortable in my own skin. It's taking a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice to get to this point, but man, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Now, during your fat loss journey, there's going to be times when you feel like you're making sacrifices. Maybe you're out with friends and you're turning down a couple of drinks. And you gotta think to yourself, is that a sacrifice in that moment? Sure, those drinks are gonna be tasty and nice. Maybe you feel a little bit relaxed, catch a little bit of buzz there. But the next day, you experience a bit of brain fog. Your performance in the gym suffers a bit there. You don't sleep very well at night because you're up peeing, and again, whenever you drink alcohol, you just don't have as much of a, maybe you fall asleep faster, but you don't have a restful sleep. So is it really a sacrifice if you're passing on those drinks if you end up thriving the next day, full of energy, full of mental clarity and focus, able to perform your best in the gym? So really kind of viewing some of these sacrifices no longer as sacrifices, as a decision that's going to allow you to thrive. It could be passing on that second helping of dinner, a delicious meal that's prepared. You want to have more because it tastes so good, but you pass on it. You're like, you know what? I've eaten to the point of satisfaction. I can have leftovers tomorrow and enjoy it that second time around. Again, if you were to decide to dive into that second helping, feeling full, feeling overfull, feeling uncomfortable, and again, maybe going to bed with a little bit of acid reflux, maybe throwing off your digestive system a little bit, and again, just not feeling comfortable from that experience, and even really not enjoying that second helping as much as you enjoyed that first helping, and really wondering, was it worth it to eat that much and get to this point of feeling overfull when I felt more satisfied and enjoyed that meal more, gained more pleasure and joy from that meal when I just would have ate to that point of satisfaction. So again, may seem like a sacrifice when you're passing on that second helping that would taste so good, but really you're doing what's going to allow you to thrive. Maybe you have just completed a long, stressful day of work. It'd be so much easier for you to just go home, sit on the couch, veg out, but instead you make that decision to go to the gym. It's on your calendar. Today's your day to work out. You get to the gym, you get your blood flowing, you get a great pump on. Again, you're able to focus on the weights, focus on the movements, feeling the contraction, kind of block out the stress from the day. This is your time to let all that go and be in tune with yourself, be in tune with what makes you tick, building your bones, your muscles, and your cardiovascular conditioning, just improving your body. Again, doing something that's going to allow you to thrive, even though it's going to be so much easier just to go home and veg on the couch. Even at night, it'd be very easy for you to flip on the television and mindlessly lose yourself in some reality TV program, even though you're exhausted and tired, when you can go to bed, turn off the television, go to bed, get a great night's sleep, and wake up feeling energized, feeling alive, ready to give the best of yourself to all that you're doing throughout the day. Maybe there's gonna be times when you experience setbacks. You face those temptations. You have those couple of drinks with your friends. You have that second helping of food. Very easy to beat yourself up, feel guilty. Here I go again. Every time I'm trying to lose fat, I end up sabotaging myself. But instead, you do the smart thing. You're like, all right, forgive myself. It happens. It happens to the best man. It happens to everybody. It's going to happen again at some point in the future. What can I learn from this experience that's going to allow me to improve the next time I'm faced with this situation? And this is the beauty of this journey. This is where I say it is so freaking worth it to put in the hard work, to put in the effort, to make these sacrifices, because we learn about ourselves. We learn what allows us to thrive. We learn what truly allows us to live our life to the fullest with confidence, pride, zest, and vitality. We learn these things that what we once thought was a sacrifice is actually not a sacrifice at all. It's like actually moving us towards what's going to allow us to feel our best, to thrive throughout this process. There is no escaping the hard work, the sacrifices, and the setbacks. It's all a part of the journey. It's not something you should try to avoid, it's something you should embrace because that's what shapes you. I've had to learn to eat to the point of satisfaction, and that's been the result of me giving into temptations many, many times, feeling overfull, feeling stuffed, and having that heightened sense of awareness that I'm not gaining any more joy or pleasure when I eat beyond the point of satisfaction. If anything, it's doing me more harm than good. It's kind of taken away from the pleasure of that experience when I overeat. And when it comes to my weight training, I've had to learn to push my body beyond the point of where I once was, beyond that point where I'm experiencing that burning sensation in the muscles, kind of going to my happy place, flipping that switch, really showing myself what I'm made of. And I am thriving from that challenge, realizing that I've kind of been holding myself back, thinking that I was giving my best effort. I really thought I was giving my best effort, but it was my mind that was giving up before my body was. If I go to my happy place, if I really focus and stay in control of what's going on, I can really reach that point of true momentary muscular failure rather than kind of selling myself short and just really gaining more from that training experience. Like really realizing when I get to that point, when I'm pushing myself that hard, I don't have to spend hours in the gym. I can get in and out in a more time efficient manner. I'm getting more done in less time. So again, it's just such a learning experience. This is a process, guys. I've been lifting for over 30 years and continue to learn and grow. I have been, again, I lost that 50 pounds of fat. I've gone through many different muscle building phases. I have learned from each muscle building phase, each cutting phase, what works best for me. Just having that heightened sense of awareness, always trying to improve, making subtle improvements over time. This is a lifelong journey, learning more about my body now than ever before, especially as I'm incorporating more yoga, really discovering some muscle weaknesses, muscle imbalances, improving my mobility, my flexibility, just learning to function at my best, having functional strength that's going to transfer over into all that I'm doing throughout all my activities throughout the day, really allowing me to live my life to the fullest now for years and decades to come. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. More than anything, I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback on today's topic. And before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you in the next video.